Hey everyone, Harrison Blizzard here. I'm in my kitchen a week before school starts. My oldest kid's actually going to kindergarten, so I'm starting to prep some meals. I wanted to have a couple videos for you just to show you some different things you can make. Trying to make things pretty easy, pretty quick, stuff you can kind of make to get you through the school week. Today I'm actually starting making some egg and cheese muffins. They are kind of like almost like a scrambled eggs that you throw into a cupcake liner, and then you can have those for school. The recipe I have, and the recipe will be in the comment section there below. I got 9 eggs, so I'm going to add that 10th egg. 10 eggs makes about the full 12 tray muffin liners, so you got your 12. If you wanted to half that, you could easily do 6 if you don't need 12 to get you through the week. So I got my 10 eggs, and then I got half a cup of milk. So any type of milk, you know, if you use skim or whole milk, doesn't matter. And then you start putting in your mixing and your fillings. We have our cheese, so we got some shredded cheese, about a cup of shredded cheese. And then we have a cup of ham, so I just use kind of like a deli ham, but you could use any type of meat leftovers you had. Like if you had some shredded chicken would be nice from supper the night before. You could even throw in some beans if you didn't have any meat. You could just throw a can like black beans in there. And then you start to add your vegetables. So today I have some green onions. So put those in there. And then I also have some white onion. I do like my onions, so that's kind of why I went with onions today. It's also what I had in the fridge. So any type of vegetable you have sitting in there that you need to use up, you're really just making a kind of a version of an omelet. So some people like tomatoes, some people like even spinach, whatever your kid likes. And remember too, this is a pretty easy thing to make, so the kids could make it. They could help you stir, they could help you learn about how to use cup measures, what's a cup versus a quarter cup. They can go to the grocery store and pick out the vegetables they like to add to the meal, which is really nice. So I got about a quarter cup here. So just be careful how much you're adding, because if you add too much, they won't hold together because there's not enough egg in each cup. But about a quarter cup of 2 types of vegetables in there is kind of what I use. And I just use a whisk and kind of mix it up. So you just want to get it kind of stirred up well so the egg is all around the vegetables and the meat and the cheese. So that's ready to go. Now the recipe says to spray the muffin liner, so I would highly suggest that because these can stick. The other thing I'm actually doing is I have silicone muffin liners that I put in for when I make muffins. So these are nice because you can pop them out of the metal pan easy, and then you can peel off the muffin, the egg muffin. So I'm just going to start by adding that in. You don't want to go all the way up because it will fluff up a bit. So you want to do just about, you know, maybe half, 3/4 in there. Now these last about 5 days in the fridge. So if you're making, you know, 12, depending how many kids you have, you might, you know, have 1 or 2 per each meal. They work great as a quick breakfast. So if you need something, you know, your busy household in the morning, have these in the fridge, you know, 30 seconds in the microwave, they're ready to go. So they're nice on the run. You could have them on your way to the school bus. You can also eat them at lunch. So depending on what you have at the school, you might have a microwave at the school. You can eat them cold. And remember, we're always trying to get a balanced meal at lunchtime. So we have our protein, which is that egg, and then we also have some vegetables in there. And we don't really have a starch, but I mean, you could have something on the side. You know, you could have a piece of toast, you know, if it was in the morning. You could have maybe some crackers at lunch, like a little bag of goldfish or something like that. So there we go. So all 12 of those are in there. Now I have my oven preheat at 350, and then I'll throw that in about 25-30 minutes, depending on your oven. What you're really making sure that they're cooked through. You could use a knife or a little toothpick to check that the egg is cooked all the way through. And then when that's ready, we'll let it cool, and I'll be back to show you that. All right, we're back. The muffins are done, so it's about 25 minutes in the oven. And then I put it on a cooling rack and just let them sit in the pan just to set another, you know, 10-15 minutes. And now they should be ready to touch. So I'm just gonna grab one here. So you can see just like that. The nice thing with the silicone, easy to pop out. So you can keep it in the silicone or a muffin liner to bring to lunch with you. Or you can just pop it out and throw it right into into like a Tupperware or a little baggie once it's cooled down. And yeah, take a look what it looks like in here. Remember, I did check the middle of it. So you're just looking to make sure it's cooked through. Essentially like a, you know, cooked scrambled egg is what you're looking for there. And already. So there, I'm looking forward to trying these out this week with the kids. Make sure you subscribe on the video and stay tuned on the channel for more tips and recipes down the road.